Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, I honestly don't even know where to start. So, they were having this Kage Summit meeting thing, and Madara declares war on all of them. And they all decide to join forces because even though Madara's I want world peace, basically create a genjutsu over the entire world, and they're like, that's not real peace. So they're all going to join forces except Danzo, who was very clearly trying to have control and ran away because of Sasuke. Well, because of things, but also because Sasuke specifically after him. And then we also had on the other hand, Naruto and his group finding out the truth about Itachi, which they don't know. Well, not just Itachi, but about people in the upper levels of their government of the Leaf, and they're like, well, we don't know if we can verify this or not. But I have a sneaking suspicion that once they find out about Danzo, what he did, then they might be, even though I take everything Mama says with a little grain of salt, or maybe a giant grain of salt, there is probably some truth to it, especially when it comes to Danzo. He is not a good dude, so there's that. But then there was also this thing in there where Sakura was like, I love you, but I'm over Sasuke, and Naruto was like, I don't believe you. You clearly lying to yourself. And they were supposed to tell him something, and Sakura didn't want to tell him, and she was like, I'm gonna go find Sasuke. But Naruto's also like, I'm gonna find Sasuke because I need to hear it from him. And Sai Not Sai may have left a clone drawing thing behind to maybe tell him the truth, because he seems to be on let's tell everybody the truth kick. But then also there was the I think it's the Mizukage with her group was chasing Danzo's group, and there was a whole different kind of mind transfer jutsu involving a puppet. But then there was also what's his name again? Killer Bee, Eight Tails, was fighting Kisame, and he, with the help of his brother, because they also, now that they know that his brother's okay, he calmed down, and they went to go find him, and they did find him, and they together beheaded Kisame, and I believe that's how the episode ended. I struggle to believe whether that actually happened or not, but not that there are not super strong ninja out there, and that there can't be something that simple, but because the other Akatsuki members had such a drawn out battle to their demise, I feel that was so short-lived, but maybe it was for the best. But then again, I go back to when Kisame was talking about his goals and whatever, so it makes me curious about that. Did we ever get to that? Is he actually dead? I don't know. I question it. So yeah, that was a lot, but there was multiple things that happened in the last couple episodes, but they were all in the same place. So that's why I don't ever know where to start or where we're going to go in this next episode. I don't know if we're going to go back to the Leaf. I don't know if we're going to pick back up with the Kisame versus the brothers, or are we going to get back to Danzo? Kakashi is supposed to be or what is it? Gaara is supposed to tell Kakashi about the plan for the alliance because Madara has declared war. So are we going to get that? Are we going to get Sakura's perspective? Where are we going from here? There are so many avenues, but it's fine. We're going to be okay. So we're going to get into this episode and just try to be okay with whatever it is.
Survivors.
All right, the samurai are also going to join them.
You haven't seen them? Nope. But maybe they're dead too?
Oh wait, they disguise themselves as samurai. I'm recalling now.
Sai, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
It's a clone.
I'm here to relay to you the truth that Sakura wanted to say, but wasn't able to tell you.
Okay. And what is it? What is this decision that they all came to, but Sakura was supposed to relay?
What did they decide?
They'll dispose of Sasuke themselves.
Hmm.
Your comrades are all committed and are ready to move.
Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, at that point, I do get that because, like, if Sasuke is going to be the enemy of all nations and whatever, it would, it's, I don't want to say easier, but it would be easier or just make them feel better if they were the ones to do it as opposed to letting somebody else who may have a grudge or may have, you know, whatever, do it. Yeah, I can understand why they would do that or come to that decision, but probably not easy for Naruto to hear.
Or a child who doesn't understand the circumstances and the situation. That's why she came all the way here, to try to tell you that in person.
Why didn't she just come right out and tell me the truth?
Because she cares about you, even if she doesn't love you that way. Yeah.
Naruto.
And there's also that. She feels bad.
Just bring him home. Please bring Sasuke back to me.
But then you said you still wanted to save Sasuke.
And that's why she couldn't tell you. Yep. That makes sense.
What's Sakura planning?
I'm not sure. This is just conjecture. But I think Sakura...
She's planning to kill Sasuke herself. Is that true? Really?
That would make a lot of sense so that she doesn't put burden on other people, all her friends. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I mean, I know that doesn't end up happening because Boruto, but like...
But don't worry, I don't intend to.
Then Sakura smiled and said she'd work together
Gosh.
with us. But even I could tell.
Ah!
It was a false smile.
I'm fine.
It's a lie. Sakura would never do something like that.
Yeah. And that's why it's so hard for her. God, I freaking love Sakura. It's also because I would do the same thing. I wouldn't want to put burden on my friends or the people that I care and love about, especially if I grew up in a society like this where you've gone through a lot together. She'd rather put the burden on herself than others.
She's prepared for you to hate her.
Yeah.
I think that it's how she's atoning for the lifelong burden she feels she's forced upon you. Sakura feels she's
So now is he gonna go after Sasuke, or is he gonna, I mean, technically she's going after Sasuke anyway, but like, or maybe it's gonna be a two birds, one stone.
It's partly my fault. So I had to tell you. I can't just leave Sakura be. I'm a member of Team 7.
I see.
Naruto's mind must be in turmoil after learning all this.
Yeah, he's gone through a lot recently, like lost Jiraiya, had the whole village destroyed, had this whole like square off with Nagato about the teachings of Jiraiya. And then his best friend being like scrutinized by everyone in the entire world. Did he just break? Yay!
We have very important news, and everyone needs to listen carefully. We're going to tell you.
I understand that it's important. But like, hello?
It's been a long time, Danzo. We haven't seen each other since the Uchiha incident.
I did not know this was an avenue we could take.
Are you really going to fight me, Danzo?
Madara. His full abilities are unknown beyond your guard.
Yes, sir. Torone, we'll both attack together for support.
Yes, I agree.
I kind of thought it was going to be the Mizukage and her group to find Danzo, but this would be, I guess, the path that we're going to take.
I can't. It's completely gone.
Gotta love that slow-mo. I'm very curious how his power or jutsu works, whatever it is he's doing.
Todane, use your jutsu.
Sure. And then we come back from commercial break with the music. I wonder if this battle is even gonna last long or what.
You're Aburame's brat. You've got antibodies against those insects. To think, you're with the Foundation. Danzo, you've got yourself an impressive array of subordinates.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember everyone's last name. The Aburaba clan is the same as Shino, right?
My right arm's been infected with beetle venom. You're next.
I'm curious, because I know he did something similar to Sasuke, but did they just go into like a different dimension, or did he actually kill them? Because even though they're with the Foundation, I find that really sad because Danzo's a bad dude. I don't want them to die.
I see. I can't believe the summit got so chaotic. But I guess with Danzo...
Really? Yeah, I was like, I can.
I'm really
But
not
also
too eager to become Hokage. And even with the circumstances being what they...
Why would he be Hokage? Just because he's the person they chose to talk to? I mean, I'd rather Kakashi than Danzo, but like, is it gonna be that simple?
Well, I guess you're right. Thanks.
The sarcasm dripping off those words. But also, Naruto's in turmoil, and it looks like he broke a little bit on the inside.
As Kazekage, I will make sure to protect you at all costs.
Aww. I don't think he's
If, as an
hearing any
Akatsuki
of this.
subordinate, Sasuke were to stand against our allied shinobi forces, I will not show mercy. Sasuke.
The tough love of friends. Sometimes when you're a true friend, when you're a true pal, you gotta tell your other friends things they don't want to hear.
The only thing he sees now is darkness. Naruto, you once told me that you would become Hokage one day. Well, I've become Kazekage.
And with it comes a lot more burdens because you're like the leader of a whole bunch of people and you can't always let your personal feelings get in the way, and it sucks, but I understand.
What's important is the meaning of that word.
I'm gonna cry.
What does it mean to you? You must decide for yourself what you can do for Sasuke. Think hard on that. Let's go.
Wow, got a true pal right there.
Naruto.
He needs to figure this one out on his own.
I'm sorry, the little pouty face. This is gonna be the end of the episode though, right? No. Oh, we go further.
Still.
Seriously though, what'd he do to the other
Let me
two?
out of here.
Ninja.
All right, don't fret. That's just what I'm about to do. I even have a present waiting for you outside.
Oh, Danzo. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Get the other two out of the way, and Sasuke can do whatever it is he came to do, or whatever.
You'll die if you get involved.
Now, this is just perfect.
Okay, well, episode's definitely gonna end before this battle goes anywhere. And you know what? That's fine.
Listen, Sasuke and Madara. I am going to take both your Sharingan and add them to my collection.
I'm sorry. What? What? Okay, before I get to the serious elephant in the room, we're just going to talk about the rest of the episode. Okay, so knowing what Sakura was actually trying to tell him, I relate hardcore to this. I'm definitely one of those people that would rather take burdens on myself because I care a lot about the people in my life. I hate seeing people suffer, obviously. If you guys haven't noticed, I hate seeing people suffer or go through it. Like, I understand that as a part of life that we have to. Maybe not to the extent that these people are, because this is like a whole ninja world and, you know, not everybody has to go through life or death situations at such a young age. But, like, I can understand why you would want to take on the burden of yourself, and maybe not to the extent that she was doing it, like saying different things or telling people things that she thinks they might want to hear. But, like, I definitely understand that sometimes to prevent the people around you from hurting or from suffering, you would rather take the burden on yourself, even if you have to do something you really don't want to do. And I get it. That made me feel a little emotional. I was like, oh gosh, that hits really hard. It's really close to home, because I get it. I do. But moving on to the other stuff, like just the shattering of the picture of the old Team 7, Naruto just feels broken in his mind. He feels conflicted because, and even when Gato was talking to him about how, like, you know, you want to be the Kage, and I get it. Like, sometimes you just have to do things you don't want to do, especially when it comes to friendship. Though that's what I love about friendship. Friendship is complicated. Like, yeah, it's like great when you're always there for somebody, but sometimes being there for somebody also means telling them the things they don't want to hear and showing the things that they don't want to see. It is being a friend, being a real friend is really hard. Like, yes, it's being supportive and being there for them, but again, sometimes being there for them is doing the hard thing. And even when Sai was telling him the truth, he's like, yeah, it's partially my fault, but like, it's hard to tell people hard truths like that. And so I appreciate Sai's development on the friendship front. I appreciate Gata being like the truest pal there ever was, and just being like, you have to decide for yourself what friendship means to you. And I absolutely just love that, both like on the base level and symbolically. I love it. And then, of course, getting to the Sasuke situation with Danzo. Okay. First of all, I get it. Like, Sasuke's all healed up. He's eliminated the people that might get in the way so that he can get his revenge on Danzo or whatever. Fine. Cool. Danzo's a bad dude. Doesn't mean necessarily I want him to die, but he's a bad dude. But I also just want to talk about the fact that he has all these eyes in his arm. And I have so many crazy person theories, like, just bubbling up right now. The main one being the fact, okay, the main one is that when he had, like, all the clan, like, disposed of, that he just went around. Well, no, because we learned from that Obito episode that he's got to be, like, alive. But, like, is this, like, him? Okay, maybe that's not a good theory. But, like, did he take them from people that were fallen? Did he take these forcibly by people from the past? Like, how did he get all these eyeballs, and why are they in his arm? And why specifically the Sharingan? Because I know there's many other, like, well, not many other, but I think there's at least 3 not jutsus, whatever it is that involve eyes. And that's fine, great, and dandy and all, but, like, I know the Sharingan is super powerful, but again, I question, like, why Danzo? I mean, we know why Kakashi has his eye. It was technically a gift. He did not take it, but I don't feel like the same could be said for Danzo. I don't think this guy is friends with anybody. I want to know where he got the one eye he has. And also, if he has all these eyes, how has he, I feel like I want to look it up, but I'm not going to because I'm afraid there's going to be too many spoilers. But I'm still confused on how the whole leveling up your Sharingan works, because from Itachi's perspective, you kill your best friend, or / you take it from like your brother or whatever, and you somehow combine it with the eyes that you already have. But then there's like Sasuke's situation where he has gotten a level up, but like at least it didn't show Itachi giving him his eyes, but he gave him like power or whatever. But then you have like Danzo, and I'm curious because maybe because he's not an Uchiha, maybe he can't like combine the eyes to level up his one Sharingan. Or you have to, well, no, because Kakashi's also leveled up in a way because he was practicing during the time skip or whatever. But like, I'm just curious why Danzo doesn't have the same level of prowess when he has so many eyeballs in his arm. And I know that Madara, maybe he already knew about this. I don't know. But I know that he said that he wanted to, like, he said that something about like keeping eyes or collecting eyes or whatever, like keeping a healthy supply of them, because ultimately he wants to be so powerful that he can reflect his Sharingan on the moon and like affect the whole world and whatever. Fine, but is this like the real reason he wants Danzo? Did he know about that beforehand? And Sasuke's just gonna do the work of killing him because Sasuke like needs that? I don't know. I don't know if he is truly gonna feel anything because, okay, I can't speak from experience, so don't quote me on this. I can only imagine or tell from like TV, but as they say, when you want revenge and then you finally get it, you still feel empty on the inside. Like it doesn't really help you feel any better or change anything. So I don't know if this is gonna work out. One, if this does end up being their battle and they get rid of Danzo and then Kakashi becomes Hokage, which again, I would prefer much better than Danzo. At least Kakashi is trustworthy. But is he gonna really feel any better? Is it really gonna do anything for him? I don't know. I mean, he says that he can no longer see the light because basically he's closed his eyes, which well, to me, that means that it's not that he can't see the light, he's just ignoring it, because he said that he closed his eyes a long time ago. Now, I know sometimes it's hard for you to open your eyes and see the things around you, but like, to me, that just says that it's not that he can't see the light, he's just ignoring it. So, I don't know. I have questions about this, but I guess we'll find out in the next episode. Maybe sometimes they do that thing where they dance around, but maybe we'll get into this and maybe he'll get his ultimate revenge on Danzo. I don't know if he's going to go after those two other leaders because technically they were involved too, but like, we'll see. So yeah, that's all for this episode. And I just want to thank all of you for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy onion of a journey. And until next time, bye.